Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky that.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb.
Going on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.
Oh, Jesse, give us a win, give us a win, give us a win, give us a win, give us a win. In blue we stand, united we rise, no more defeats. Let's break down these doors. Is rising up, we will stand tall. Together we fight, we will conquer all. Give us a win, yo. 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 In blue we stand.
And you know what? Shout out to Unc still. Shout out to Uncle still. Big up Uncle, because I swear down, they got that win in it. They got that win, and we can't even say nothing about it right now. I mean, I don't know how upset everybody else is about it out there, but it feels kind of like, you know, Chelsea got their way again. They got their way again. Not only that, but they're going to give us back Sancho as well. That's the other thing that's going to piss me off. Sancho's going to come back, yeah? And we're going to be stuck with Sancho, and we've lost Quenda. We've lost him. Deal done. 40 mil to 50 mil apparently, and deal done. Why couldn't we do that deal? How did we mess that up? What's gone wrong? It can't be that he doesn't like working with Amorim. We all know that he likes Amorim. Is it just the Manchester United pool is just gone? Is that what it is? We big Manchester United, doesn't really matter no more. It don't matter who you are. It doesn't matter. They don't want to come to us no more. Is that what the situation is? Or was it a better offer? Is the fact that Quenda's going to be able to stay at Sporting for another year, does that play a big part? Is that the reason why they decided to to take that deal over our deal? And Quenda, why did he take that deal? Why has he decided to go there? Does he not want to work under Amorim again? Is the pull of working under the same manager not good enough? A winning manager, a manager that he knows will play him, a manager that he knows wants him. Because who knows if it's going to work out over there at Chelsea? We all know how much wingers they have over there, and that's the position I do believe they're going to plan on playing him in. But he is multifaceted, so he can play anywhere, all over the pitch. So let's see what Chelsea do with that one, innit? Because that was the bomber dropped this morning by Fabrizio Romano. Quenda to Chelsea. Jesus, you know, I'm not even going to get too deep in it because I know that other fan channels have covered most of the bases. Everybody's read out the quotes, but the fact of the matter is, it's a deal between 40 to 50 mil. We don't know the details as yet. It's a 7-year deal with a contract extension option. So we'll see how that goes. But it's a shame that Amorim's going to have to look at his star player that he wanted. He wanted to be one of his first major signings, playing in a blue shirt in 2 seasons. I don't think there's anything we can do about it now. I don't think there's any rescuing it. There was it's a here we go. It's a here we go. So I think it's over. Boy, I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know what's going to happen. I'm not crying about it, Pav. Honestly, I ain't crying about it. At the end of the day, yeah, the thing is, I do believe we have other options. Here's where the board need to show their backbone, show their spine, let us know what they got in the works. Surely between the scouts, Amorim, and the higher-ups, they should have some sort of plan in place if he doesn't get his first choice, you know, second choice, third choice, whatever. There should be other options on the table. You can't tell me that there can't be anybody else on the radar. We were looking at people like Mendes before for the left-back position. So, you know, we were looking at better options. So hopefully we're looking at maybe somebody more sustained, maybe somebody more seasoned, somebody more proven. You never know. Let's see what they come out with anyway. That's something we're going to be discussing today on this morning show. But also, I would like to discuss Amorim's growth. And what I mean by that is this. Amorim was quoted after the match speaking to TNT Sports, and he said this: I think I'm also learning to use players like Casemiro. He said, "What? Yes, Casemiro." I'm kind of secretly happy that he's using Casemiro now, and he's actually willing to admit that he's learning on the job, because he's a very young manager. You can't tell me you're the finished article already. Yeah, there's so much things that I do believe that you have to learn as you're going through, especially managing a bigger club like Manchester United. Now, as I said, these were his quotes. I think I'm also learning how to use players like Casemiro. And like I said to you, without a lot of options, we're trying to put players out there for the best positions and help us a lot. I think you can feel that they have more freedom. Oh man, he speaks so broken English. I think you can feel that they play with more freedom of one game in Spain, that we can try to use the pace of Garnacho, use the pace of Garnacho on the right, and then showed many things on the right, maybe better than the left. So in there, he's trying to say that, he's saying that he's learning that Alejandro Garnacho plays better on the right because, he's got no option but to pass, basically, instead of cutting in all the time on his right foot and starting to shoot. That's what I'm getting from what he just said there. So I'm trying to find the best solution for the team, and that helps us to play with the time with the same team. Oh yeah, which helps us to play all the time with the same team. It was hard sometimes. We lost pace in the end of games, but we're learning. I think Casemiro gave us a little bit more calm. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer when he's not playing too much. You feel it in the game against Newcastle. The pace was not there, but he gives us that first momentum build up, and then you can push Bruno Fernandes nearer to the goal. So he's dangerous there. So in that, the manager's saying that he's learning. He's learning that the players that he has around him have their own strengths, and he's not been seeing it so far in his tenure here at Manchester United. And that is something that I actually love to hear from the manager. Yeah. I love to hear that from the manager. Yeah. And we as fans also have to learn this growth thing. Yeah. Because look at Joshua Zirkzee now. Yeah. Look at how we was cussing him out. And everybody out there, you can't say I was the only one. Yeah, KG wasn't the only one. KG's got a Xerxes shirt now because it was a punishment because we thought he weren't the one. Now look at that shirt. Now I want a Xerxes shirt. Yeah? Look at this. Look at the situation we're in. We need to learn time and patience and understand that when it comes to these kind of situations with players, with managers, that we need to give them time to implement things. And yes, I'm the one I'm talking to myself right now, innit? Yeah, when it comes to that kind of situation, because I was one of the people that was ready to call out Amorim's tactics, ready to say that maybe it's not good enough. But once again, he's a young manager and he's still learning, he's still growing. Look, I think I've said enough yappa for me anyway. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open the lines. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this Quenda situation. Is it a thing of where he just doesn't want to be a Manchester United player? Did Chelsea offer him some sort of better deal? But from what it looks like, from what Ornstein said, it's the same money that they're paying to the player. So there's no more better deal apart from a longer term deal. So I'm not quite sure. Honestly, I'm not quite sure where we go with this in terms of like where we stand as Manchester United. Is our pulling power just gone? Anyway, let me speak to the first caller. Yo, Pav, what's going on, bro?
Yo, man. What's going on?
Talk to me about this Quenda situation, first of all. Yeah, we'll talk about Amorim in a second, but Quenda first.
I'll be honest, I don't really care, innit? I don't care if he's going Chelsea, bro. Nah, bro, I don't really care, innit? Because I wasn't too informed on him in the first place. I know when we were linked to him, I was like, cool. One of Amorim's players. He's only a youngster. It's not like he's ready-made and he's killing it where he is now, like absolutely killing it. It's just another prospect that Chelsea are snapping up. They've offered a little bit more than what United were looking to do, but if we're moving slow, then other people are going to be there, and it ain't the end of the world, innit? There's other players there. I assume he's going to play right wing back. right back,
100%.
right wing back, right mid, whatever you want to call it, innit? But yeah, there's other players out there still in it, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not going to cry over it. I just hope he has a shit career at Chelsea, just like any other player that's there at the minute.
Agreed, innit? Yeah, but does him going there solidify Sancho coming back to Manchester United?
No, I'll be honest, bro. What is the actual deal with Sancho? If they get UCL, is it an obligation they have to pay for Sancho? Because it's not just a loan deal. I swear there was an obligation if they made UCL, they have to pay for Sancho. Can someone confirm what the actual deal for the Sancho loan was? Because from what I'm hearing from you and some people saying that Sancho's coming back, that's not what everyone was saying months ago. I swear if they get UCL, they have to buy Sancho for 25. Someone in the chat must know.
Yeah, one of the football players.
Wajid is a credible voice. Wajid said if they finish above 14th, it's an obligation. So what are people crying about Sancho?
Okay, if they finish above 14th, no, because it was rumored the other day that they was trying to send him back somehow. Yeah. Now, if he does come back, though, are you mad at it?
No, because he still won't be here. He'll get sent elsewhere. It's not going to affect the squad. I'm not worried about it. Him coming back into that team is probably like it's impossible. I think when Amorim's done with Rashford, he must already know what's going on with Sancho. What's happened with Sancho with the previous manager and his lack of professionalism during his time at United. So I have no worry. I don't know why people are worrying about Sancho. What are you lot worried about? Man's fighting for his freedom at Chelsea, innit? Let him fight for his freedom.
I'll tell you why. Because you know what? He's not had a chance to play under Amorim. And if Amorim likes him and starts playing him, yeah, in like that number 10 role.
I don't think Amorim will like him. I think what he's seen from Rashford and, like I said, the lack of professionalism in terms of training and like how you conduct yourself. Sancho's in the same boat. So how do you expect Amorim to like someone like that when he's just had that with Rashford already?
I mean, I get what you're saying, but you never know in it, yeah? Every player gets a fresh slate with new managers usually. Like the old manager's problems are not the new manager's problems.
Did Rashford have a fresh start with Amorim? Amorim saw right through him.
He did. Yeah, but
Amorim saw right.
No,
and Amorim gave him. It was literally a couple of weeks. It was a couple of weeks, and Amorim was like, "Nah, get the fuck out."
There you go, because he didn't.
Exactly. So it's going to be exactly the same with Sancho. But I don't want to talk about Sancho. I never really wanted to talk about Quenda that much. I really wanted to talk about yesterday, innit? The Quenda thing, like I said, I couldn't give a shit, bro. Like, it's not the end of the world, innit? Like, let Chelsea have him. Hope he gets injuries. Hope his career is shit, just like all the other players. Yeah, and that goes for every other like direct rival of ours. I just wish injuries on every single one of their players that they sign and have. But on yesterday, because I was gonna call him, but I was very tired, bro. Like jet lag and all that. My sleeping is shit.
I understood.
Yeah, yesterday I was actually a good performance, innit? Like I don't know what was going on with that ref in it, because man was just handing out pens left, right, and centre yesterday. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Even with the Delit one, that was a bit sus, innit? But bro, like some of the players were doing all right. But you lot, when I listening, because I rewatched the stream this morning, some of you lot yesterday were doing way too much in terms of the whole Xerxes loving thing, like talking about some players that don't deserve this whole loving, bro. Come on, man. We do this every time. I don't know how many times we come on here and say, yeah, over one performance, you lot act like everything's all right when it's not. Nothing is all right, bro. Obviously, Bruno gets his flowers, and I've said it before, yeah. Dogu is going to be our new Patrice Evra, and Heaven as well, bro. I don't think there's a better younger centre back in the Premier League right now. Like in terms of his age and profile, like, I wasn't expecting this from a player like that, especially when we already paid for a mil. I think he could become in the next 2 to 3 years one of the best, like in Europe, young centre backs in Europe.
Bro, I think he could.
Bro, when he had his first appearance, yeah, you know that first appearance he had, and when he come on as a sub, I was like, bro, he's good. I even said it because I basically dissed Cheetah and I said Heaven had a great cameo, and then the second time when he come on, he had another great cameo, and then what I saw yesterday, Jesus.
Brother, when I tell you this thing, yeah, I think that he might have a greater impact on our team than Lenny Euro, bro. Yeah, the way that he's coming to this team, yeah. I'm sorry, he shows strength. He shows like this ability to not be bullied by a big man, you know.
And you know what? Yeah, because I know my time has gone off. People need to stop disrespecting Nagati now because Casemiro had a good game yesterday. I said it before. Yeah, obviously Casemiro's legs are gone. People saying yesterday that Agati, like, he can't do the pass and that. Remember when Agati was bailing us out against Everton the other week? Now you want to like drop him for Casemiro. In the Premier League, you have to play Agati. But when we're playing in Europe, where the speed is not as like intense, like when you're playing in Spanish teams and that, 'cause they like to pass around, that's where Casemiro will still be good at in them European games. Unless you're coming up at, like, against maybe one of the German teams or a Tottenham team, then you wouldn't play Casemiro because the man ain't got the legs anymore. But yesterday, Casemiro done his job. Again, I wouldn't play Casemiro in the Premier League, but I would like play a guy. That's what people were saying yesterday. Like from what I was hearing, that Casemiro should keep his spot. Not in the Premier League though. Not in the Premier League. Even if Casemiro has always been one of my favourite players, but a guy has to play in the league. So.
But it's like the manager said, bro. Like, you know, big up for that though. But it's like the manager said, he's learning how. Oh, hey, focus. What's going on? Yeah, like the manager said, he's learning how to use players like Casemiro now. So you know, he knows he hasn't got the legs. He said that it's a little bit slow before, but he knows that he can offer something from deep, which allows Bruno to now run ahead and impact the game more forward. So I think it's a learning process, like I was saying earlier, isn't it? So let's see what he does going forward. It might keep his spot, it might not. It might be in certain games, it might be in, you know, games where he requires people to play deeper or whatever. We'll see. We'll see moving forward what he does with it. That's the thing. Who is this? Hey, is that Kenny Fan TV?
Big up, Joe.
Hey,
Joe, what's good? What's good, buddy?
Hey,
what's good, man?
I've not spoken to you in a long time, bro. How have you been?
I did.
You push every Friday now, just for me. Yeah, is that what you do? Just call in on Fridays?
Mostly now these days, you know. Yeah.
She's in the chat. What percent do you think you're on right now, bro? You think you can handle 4 minutes?
Yeah, should be. It should be fine.
All right, let's go. Kenny, the floor is yours, bro. Go. Talk to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so this morning when I actually found out about Quenda's news, yeah, you know what? I wasn't that first about the news, to be honest with you, because like because I think about 1 or 2 weeks ago we were linked with this FC Braga player called like Roger Fernandez, if I'm not being mistaken. Roger Fernandez, and we have, and like we still have yet like good wing back options in the transfer market. So if basically Quenda goes to Chelsea just for the cash, it is what it is. I'm not too fussed about it, you know.
I don't think it's for the cash though.
It's basically Joe, because Chelsea paid the huge amount of cash, at like almost the same as us, but I think it's almost the same as us, but Chelsea paid almost like Chelsea paid more, to be honest. So
Bro, I think what it is is
yeah,
that they've given him the option to stay at Sporting for extra season, right?
Yeah.
I think where we're forcing, you know, we need things right now. Yeah, Chelsea's got an abundance of wingers. They don't like need to rush anybody through the doors right now. Yeah, I'm not sure if they offer that much more money than us, if I'm being honest with you. And when it comes to the price tag, that's on the club. I heard that they're paying him the same amount of money that we were paying him. So what's the big difference between us and Chelsea, bro? That's what you got to ask the question. Yeah. Yes, the club can accept the offer, but if the player wants to come to Manchester United, the player would come to Manchester United. So what's the big difference there? What's the pulling power that they have that we don't have?
I think right now, Joe, because like Chelsea are currently in a I think they are in a like like in a good state than us at this moment of time. So mostly that's why. So like like listen, Joe, if Quenda wants to go Chelsea, it is what it is. It's just up to the players. I want players to come to if the players have like have like guts and if they want to come to United, they have to earn it. They have to earn it. It like
I mean, he's a player that Amorim wants. We all know this. He's a player that he knows inside out, like the back of his hand. You know, he's been using
yeah
him very well
yeah,
for the last how many
but like
seasons.
Joe, because Joe, because of the FFP, because I just saw the article in the group chat, because that pretty much explains it, why this club is going to move a little bit slow to get Quenda. So that's why Chelsea came in quickly, to be honest. So it's basically sell to buy FC, you know.
Well, you know
Sell to
this.
buy
You know
FC.
what we are. They've already said this, though, innit? This has already been said. Like, we have to sell to buy. We've got no money. We're broke. We was going to be broke by Christmas. That's why we're doing all these cuts. This has all been said. You know, my man came out with the interview just the other day saying how much dire straits we was in. So now, this is no surprise that we can't offer 5 or 10 million more to
Yeah,
get
I'm
a
not.
player that Amorim
Yeah, I
calls
wasn't
his
that
first
surprised.
choice.
Yeah, I wasn't that surprised, you know. But about last night, I thought, this was our best game since at Everton 4-0. Shout out to Ruben Amorim, shout out to the team, and we need to stop this Dogu comparison to Evra. Like let's just not hype up young players. Let's just
Why
not
not,
hype
man?
up.
Why can't we hype up our young players, though, man, Kenny?
No.
I feel like everybody
Let
says stop
them
hyping up the players, but why?
let
Help
them
them.
let them do their thing, Joe. Just game by game, just one game at a time. Big up to you.
You know what? Big up to you, bro. Hey, Kenny, you did it. You did it, bro. You did it. You lasted 4 minutes. Anyway, I don't want to make no jokes about his 4 minute lasting, but let's go to the next caller. Dr. NHS, how you been?
I'm all right. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. I'm happy. It's the day, you know what, yeah? It's the day after the night before, isn't it, yeah?
Yeah.
And
Eh,
we should
It's
be
been-
ecstatic. But you know what? We're
it's been
talking
great.
about Quenda. Quenda, actually. Let's stop
Yeah.
talking about Quenda. Let's talk about the game. How did you feel after the game? After yesterday's performance, after that man of the match performance by Bruno Fernandes, your manager as well, the guy you find so handsome. You think Ruben Amorim is a handsome man, right? This
Indeed,
guy with the
I'm not
nice hair
wrong.
and the nice face and the nice beard. How did he perform yesterday? What would he be? What would your match rating be for him? What would your match
For
rating be
him?
for him? Talk to me. Yeah, for him, for the
Um,
manager. His
an
performance
8.
yesterday. And then I need to bring Pav back for that as well. I need to ask Pav what he thought of the manager yesterday too. But go on,
Go
Doctor.
ahead. Oh, okay. An
The
8.
floor is yours.
Close between an 8 and a 9. It was great. I feel like I don't remember on yesterday's call. It's either yesterday's call or today. After the game, I feel like this is like overall like teamwork. A-star. They worked as a team. You can
100%.
Xerxes doing the passing, Hoyland actually knowing, like there's several times I'm like, oh thank God, but you should have done better. He got his assist, he got us a penalty, great. Dalot is still a criminal, but he got us a goal.
Goal though. Listen,
Yeah.
he got a nice little tap in. I can't lie. The team
Congratulations to him.
performance yesterday. The team performance
Yeah.
yesterday. The
It's
team
excellent.
performance.
I loved it. This is what we want to see for the rest of the season. I
I'm
need
so
them to
proud
be
of him.
consistent. I want them to be consistently this good. You know what I mean? It's like, why are you? Do you know
You
what?
see,
I'm going
the
to
thing
calm
is,
down
I
because
think you see with playing these certain youth players, yeah, I think it
Yeah.
brings that next level of energy and
exactly.
not say discipline, but the wanting to do better.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's some
they
players
want to
that
prove
just-
themselves.
Exactly.
You can
The
see they want
performance
to
from
prove
heaven yesterday. That performance
Ah.
from heaven
Heaven.
yesterday.
Oh my God,
wow.
heaven. And he was on the bench. You know what? Arsenal, I'm sure Arsenal, they're kicking themselves. They're kicking themselves because they're like, we lost to not just one, but 2 players to United. And I'm glad he came.
Bad boys as well. I can't wait for Cheeto to start striking
Oh, yeah.
down. When he starts banging him in the back of
Do
the
you
net.
know what? I feel like Cheetos is more. It's going to happen. He's probably going to start in the Prem games, because he can't play Europe. So, well, he might as well play more of the Premier League games to give the like Hoyland a rest. I'm glad that Amorim is learning about his players, and he said it. He's like, I know when to use Casemiro now, and I'm glad. People forget he just turned 40. He's just turned 40. Mate, I know what he's going
You're
through.
even there yet. That's such a young age for a manager. Yeah,
Exactly.
For a manager, such a young age, right?
I'm about.
This is why I was saying that. This is why I was kind of criticizing him before for saying. I used to say I was saying very heavily that I wanted him to change things. Try the back four, maybe you might work out. But I did say that I'm guilty. Okay, I'm guilty of that. Yes.
And I don't know why. No, I know I shouldn't read the comments, but somebody just said something to not make me very happy. Somebody said, "Why don't I give Heaton the same energy for Heaton as a youth player?" Tom Heaton was a youth player. He's hitting 40 now. He's hitting 40 now.
Lie, though. I still want Heaton to play over Onana. I would want to see Heaton play right now over Onana, 100%. Bun Onana. But anyway, we're not talking about that right now. Even Onana deserves his flowers for yesterday. Yeah?
Yes, you know what?
We're not cussing players right now. We're not cussing players.
We're not. Yeah? We're just giving them their flowers. And it was an enjoyable game yesterday. We need consistency. We do need consistency. We have Leicester City on Sunday, and I feel like this is like our 3rd or 4th time meeting them, and I feel like we need to just stay true to who we are, and then we'll probably win. I expect us to win, and I also want us to win so that guy can cut his hair, because it's becoming unbecoming. Yeah,
it's his fault. It's his fault. He committed to it. That's his business.
Yeah,
I want to get sideshow Bob locks. I want his locks to start going. But actually, no. I'd rather us just win 5 in a row. Was it 4 in a row or 5 in a row?
5 in a row.
5 in a row. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this is the beginning of. You never know. We could do it before the end of the season.
Specifically said 5 in a row. 5 in a row, and then what happens is when it gets to the 3rd or 4th time, we end up drawing or losing, and he has to start all over again. I'm like,
you watch.
Oh my God.
We'll get 5 in a row. We'll get 5 in a row before the end of the season.
Nobody rejected me. What? And you put it up.
I was waiting for you to read it. Quick question though, Doctor, yeah? Do you think, before you go, last question, do you think the fan base is overreacting and getting overgassed from the performance from yesterday? Because, I know there's some realists in here that will come and say, you man are getting gassed in it, yeah? I know certain man, I'm not even going to say the names, but I know certain people, I see certain people in here saying that we're getting gassed. I know Hulkin is probably saying we're getting gassed. I know people like Pav are saying that we're getting gassed, yeah?
Yeah.
Performance yesterday.
I mean, we're happy. I understand, we're happy, but we do have to maintain an average, calm down just a little bit, because I know this fan base will get too gassed, and on Sunday something will happen and we're not too happy about, and then they'll be like, they'll start being Debbie Downers, Why are we looking? ATS travels.
What is this about? What's this about?
I'm gonna say this.
I don't know why I've heard the doctor said some wild stuff, but I can't remember what it was.
No, because I mistakenly called George Best Callum Best. I'm going to tell you this.
You did what? That was it. That was it. That was it. And you forgot Bobby Charlton's name. And you forgot Bobby Charlton's name. You said Dennis Law, Callum Best, and the other one.
What? No, what is it?
And they have evidence. Oh, you're going to court. You're going to court.
Can I say something? I really have to question you, and I'm gonna say something. Bot's done a quiz,
In
yeah.
the month of
Hold on, no.
Ramadan.
Doctor, be quiet. Let me talk. Bot's done a quiz, yeah. This, I think it must have been around January sometime. A quiz on United, and somehow, yeah, she was at the top of the quiz, yeah, pretty much all the way till the end. Bots gave her the answers to them questions, yeah. This is the same person who's thought that
Bots
we
gave her
wanted.
the
Hold on.
Bots.
No, hold on. Of course, hold on. This is the same person. This is the same person who thought we won a fucking treble in 2008. And now she doesn't even know George Best's name and Bobby Charlton's name. Yet she was at top of the quiz.
Callum Best and Bobby.
Bots gave her the answer sheet for that quiz, bro. So why did you say Callum Best? How hard is it to forget George Best? George Best, Bobby Charlton, yeah? You should never, and Dennis Law, you should never be forgetting them names.
What?
Yeah, when you grow up as a United fan, you do your research about your club. It doesn't matter when you supported it. You can go support United from tomorrow. Go do your research and the history about United before you start supporting a club.
Why are you getting so mad?
I'm not because you exposed yourself and you have an agenda against Tom Heaton as well. So now you're getting exposed. You have an agenda for Tom Heaton, yeah. When the man's done nothing wrong, yeah, he's there. You know when you got people like Scott Carson and Man City, third choice keeper, just sitting there doing a training and whatnot. Tom Heaton is just here doing his bit. He's not supposed to be like some sort of superstar, but you have the maddest agenda. You have a worse agenda against Tom Heaton than we did against Ten Hag, and that there was a reason for that. You have no reason to have an agenda against Tom Heaton either.
Oh no. Okay, doctor. I promise you, doctor, this is the last person that's going to speak to you.
No, Joe, I've literally got 2 minutes. I've sent you the video to play to everyone. I've sent it. I've WhatsApped it to you. Don't do what you did last time and run my number to everyone.
Hold on. Joe. Now look, when you do, let's explain it to Joe.
And
so you're gonna click the video.
So the clip I've got, the clip I've got is they were talking about naming the new stadium, and someone said, "Oh, call it the Trinity Stadium or the Holy Trinity Stadium," and then that's where Doctor decided to try and name off the Trinity. And yeah, I mean, y'all can watch it for you. Y'all can watch it for yourselves. And number 2, Doc, I ain't hearing nothing about this Ramadan tax, because I'm fasting with you as well, and I still know who the Trinity is. Yeah. Anyway, I've got to shoot. Joe, I just wanted to come and say, Joe, you got the clip, so do what you got to do,
Muslim correspondent. Thank you, Ajit, for debunking the Ramadan tax. Because
listen. No more talking to doctor, please. No more talking to doctor. I've got to talk to doctor. Doctor. It's just me and you. Please, you're muted. Please unmute yourself so I can talk to you, doctor. Doctor. Oh, Lord. Doctor.
Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello. There we go.
You can see what I just wrote in the comments. Just sentence me, because since you're it's like every other month. I know I say some bullshit, right? But like.
So hold on. If you know you say some bullshit, then yeah, what is the issue then? Because you know what
I don't have an issue.
When they say bullshit.
Honestly, I don't have an issue. I have an issue, but everybody in their mother seems to want it to happen. And I'm like, it's not that deep. People have done worse stuff on this channel, and you know that. And
but it's not saying we're not saying this to hot chip. We never said it was a hot chip. We don't know if it's offensible yet. We don't know.
It's not offensible.
The community it's going to be a court case. It's definitely going to be a court case. You might not get found guilty, though, isn't it? A bus case.
To be fair, the first 2 times I did bus case. Well, I'm looking at my.
What are you worried about?
I'm not worried. I'm looking at the statistics, yeah, and it doesn't look good for me. It's so funny.
She's checking the statistics. Get out here.
Checking my math.
Get out. Come on, she's doing the maths. Anyway, listen, let's move on to the next call. Now, see, I told you one of these realists will pull up. Yeah, Hulkin, my brother. I feel like you're gonna shatter my bubble this morning. How are you feeling about yesterday? I see he's laughing. He's laughing because it's true.
You know what?
Go on.
You know, I'm happy we won, obviously, but to me, it's like we won.
But,
On to the next one.
I was waiting for that. No, you see that? I'm happy we won, but I knew there was going to be
on to the next one. You know what? I can't get gassed about one game. I can't get gassed about beating Real Sociedad. That's a team we used to smash in the Champions League group stage, 3 or 4-0, and just keep it moving. I know we're a different Man United now. I get that, but I have all of that memory in my bank. I can't just erase it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm happy we're through.
Me too, bro. Bro, we're probably of similar
It's easier
age,
for you.
Yeah?
Anyway,
why?
I'm happy.
Why?
Because you're you and I'm me. It's that simple. I'm happy we won. I'm happy we're through. On to the next one. But to me, it was a good team performance yesterday. A good team performance. Dorgu for me was probably the man of the match. Besides Bruno Fernandes' hat-trick. Bruno Fernandes was brilliant as well. A good team performance, no complaints. On to the next one, really, regarding the game. That's it, really.
Don't you think at least this game gives us that kind of momentum? It gives us a
You know what? That is something I did want to say.
That the whole team needs to mirror.
I think this is evidence or part of evidence that shows club mood, club atmosphere has an impact on the pitch performance. And I've been saying this.
100%.
Whatever people say about the stadium, and me personally, I'm very excited about the features of the stadium and the future in that respect. I have skepticism with regards to how they're going to pay for it. I don't like the tent, but whatever. I'm overall excited. Yeah,
I don't like the tent.
Yeah, I'm overall excited, but it seems like the fans had a different mood going in. There was a different energy. I can imagine around the training ground and all that, the players have a different type of energy as well. Positive news and a positive atmosphere has a direct impact on team performance. We've dealt with so much negativity in the past months and years even. And the more negative that's going on, the worse the performances have been. We're having a bit of positivity, and yesterday was a good team performance, not just the result. I separate result from performance. We actually played well yesterday. We played 100%. Well yesterday.
100%. I think that's wherein lies how the fans react to you, though. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I feel like the fans went in on that vibe as well. The fans went in on that vibe. And you know what else helps? I like a bit of razzmatazz, you know. I know these man... Them firework, that pyrotechnics, they were dead. They were more like they were more like, you know, them pyrotechnics were all like party poppers at a 5-year-old's birthday party. That's what they were more like. But the fact that they tried, and I wanted to go again and go harder. I like all that stuff because that creates an atmosphere. Yeah, that creates an atmosphere. That creates a hostile environment for the opposition. That gets everyone excited. So I feel like the fans went in on a bit of a positive. The next stadium news and all that stuff. And then the team felt that we went 1-0 down. And how many times have we seen we face a bit of adversity and these men move like, kitty cats?
More recently, though, let's be honest, more recently, every time we go 1-0 down,
facing adversity a lot better.
It's like with Amorim, once 1-0 happens, it's like, nah.
They fix up.
It's like they know he's going to punch another TV. They think, nah, fam. It's not going to be the TV. He said, see, when he punched that TV, he said, next time it's not going to be the TV, fam. That's what he said.
It's true. No, sometimes it's needed. But in any case, yesterday they responded very well to going down. I was impressed overall with the overall performance. And yeah, Patrick Dorgu looked really good. Heaven, still a positive first impression. I'm happy with what he's showing so far. He's still showing a good first impression. Keep going, young boy.
Are we getting too gassed?
I think, you know what? You guys always get too gassed. And you go so far extreme one way or the other. You win one game, we're greatest thing in the world. And then lose the next game, sack everybody. There's a bit of balance. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with feeling good. That makes you feel good.
Yeah, it's true.
Do your thing, because like I said, how much negativity have we had? So it's a nice change to have something to smile over. So enjoy life, man. Enjoy life.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. Let me go back real quick. I want to speak on this. This war thing, yeah, that we spoke about. That, you know, I just need to make it clear. There are men that need to be on the front line, yeah, and I know who's real and who's not now. But at the same time, there needs to be multiple ways to attack people. You attack through legislation, you attack government, and then you attack in that way on the floor, on the front lines. So I'm still all for that. And to me, that is still my main focus. We need to take our club back. Bang.
You know what? I do agree with taking our club back, but I don't know what he means by attack on the front line. I don't know if I can endorse that on KG's channel anyway. But I'm going to leave that one there for you to decide what you meant by that, innit? Yeah. But, oh, God. You know, let me bring in the next caller. You know full well. See? Then I know I cannot endorse it on KG's channel there, did it? Yeah. Anyway, of course, he's got work to do. Yo, of course.
What's going on, bro? I've got a mad busy day. Just before I quickly call in. So, firstly, big performance yesterday. Shout out to man them. Quenda, it is what it is. Like, don't really care. Like, it would have been nice to sign him, but it is what it is. Like, I saw the one game I see him play was against City, so I can't be that upset. And yeah, hopefully we can sort out get like another profile wing back, because you can see what actual wing backs does to the system. But I don't know, Joe, if you can see the headline on my name, what does it say?
VP Reckless Records.
I put it wherever he goes.
What's the
so we might have a little one for Aiden Heaven. Might have a little one for Aiden Heaven. The problem is I can't sing, so this is the issue. This
you can't ask me either.
Because it's like, so you know the Jagged Edge tune, Walked Out of Heaven.
Yes. Go on.
Go on.
You got to go on. I ain't gonna do it. Go on.
In defense, we got Aiden Heaven, and we got your road to lit Mazraoui Dogu. Only cost $1 million from Arsenal. Quality defender, and he's a bargain too.
No.
Shut up.
That one didn't work still. That one you gonna go? No. You know what? Yeah, we need to get a singer. We need to get a singer first. You can't do that. Don't do that.
I told you I can't sing. I told you I can't sing.
I can't sing. Listen, are you trying to sing?
It's a hard song. I literally can't sing to save my life.
You know, you chose one of the hardest songs to sing as well. Like you. Right, you know, send the words and the lyrics to KG, and then he'll do it.
I'll send it to KG, and I'll get him to sing it, because I can't sing.
I beg, my ears.
I feel like it could run, but you need someone who can sing. What do you mean no more songs, bro? Nah, man, this is what we do. Think of how good the lit has been, bro.
I don't care what anybody says, fam. Yeah, you see how people love to run at their mouth and say, "Oh, no more songs." But now,
move, man.
Listen. They love Delit, bro. Our silent assassin, Delit. He's just been there, just doing work, just doing all the hard work and just not being recognized, bro. Everybody else is getting the headlines, the Euros,
exactly.
The Martinez. My man's cleaning up, doing the work, the hard work all the time, no complaints. Yeah, that's a workhorse right there. Delit. Hey, we've got a solid team, you know, and I don't care what anybody says. Last year's signings. Yeah,
we got a good team, and also what they were talking, what Pav mentioned about the whole Ugarte thing, and how it's like you can't say actually Casemiro played well without kind of criticizing Ugarte. It doesn't make any sense, because you can say two things can be true. Like Ugarte does well, but Casemiro's done well, but you don't need to be like, oh, Ugate's rubbish. He's never been good. Anything like that. I don't get that.
Nobody said that. I think you know what I think happened, right? I think
No,
it's
also
from
there were tweets, bro. There were tweets.
Oh, there were tweets. Oh, I thought it was from last night's show that what people were saying.
No, there were tweets. There were tweets.
Okay, I didn't know that.
But you know how these scholars are like, because these scholars like all talk about like they know football. And there's one more thing before I go. All of these scholars are getting on my nerves when it comes to this Bruno Fernandes thing, because they're saying that Bruno is like he can't even be that good. We're 14th now. For us of a certain generation, for 90s babies, we'd all say that Roy Keane is the best captain that we've had at this club. But if you ask fans who are older, most of them, regardless of the success Roy Keane had, will say Brian Robson was the best captain in their lifetime, regardless of the success. Now, Brian Robson won 2 league titles at the end of his career. He didn't win league titles when he was the best player on the team. He was captain, but he was part of a squad. He wasn't the main player in that team. He had low league finishes. But they called him Captain Marvel. Now, I'm not saying that Bruno Fernandes is on the level of Brian Robson. But I'm saying that just because your team finishes low in the league doesn't make you less of a captain. Does not make you less of a... It's just stupid. Like, respect Bruno. Just respect him. Put some respect on his name.
The fact as well that, let's be real, he's almost carrying us on his fucking back right now. Let's be real.
People saying, "Oh, we're 14th." Imagine without him. Where would we be without him? If we're 14th now with Bruno, where are we without him?
20th. We'd be 18th. Take away his goal contributions, bro. We'll be relegated. Take away his goal contributions this season.
We're beefing with Ipswich. We're beefing with Ipswich and Leicester. We'll be in that mix. Ipswich, Leicester, Wolves, and Man United. Those would have been the 4 teams where there's 2 teams going down. A guy gets a hat trick. No, because a guy gets a hat trick, and then who was it? I'll say Charles, I think it was, and said, "Oh, he was all right yesterday." Brother, he got a hat trick. He got a penalty, 2 penalties. And do you know how hard it is to score a second penalty in a game? First, like 1 pen, okay. To the pressure of a second penalty.
Choosing a different direction. You don't know if the player, if you're going to go the same direction. You don't know what the goalkeeper's going to do. It's pressure, It's a pressure cooker taking a penalty in that kind of environment. Yeah. Look at players when they miss a penalty. Look at their reaction. Yeah, when they actually miss a penalty. So like, there's United fans who will say Ødegaard is better than Bruno. United fans will say that. Now, when we played Arsenal in the FA Cup, Ødegaard had his moment from the penalty spot. He missed that. They went out of the FA Cup. Bruno gets that, but why, bro? Grow up, man. First, grow up. Now, call his wrap up backstage. Bring him. I beg he's backstage. Hey, call in. Do you know? Bad my work right now. Call in. How am I on my knees bruv? Nah, man. Why? Hey, why? Why for that? Why for that?
No. Like, how am I on my knees by praising a player? This is what's stupid about these man them. You can't say if you praise someone, you're on your knees for them. That's stupidity. Like, the guy did well.
And he said, not only just, bro, he scored a hat trick. I'm not saying it was like an amazing hat trick. Yes, he scored 2 penalties and he scored a goal. But, bro, those were beautiful contributions to our win. Like, 3 out of the 4 goals were scored by him. And do you trust any other player on our team to put away 2 penalties like that? Do you trust anybody else in our team to put away 2 penalties like that? Put some respect on Bruno.
Look at the game, yeah. That first penalty, we're 1-0 down. The crowd is a bit like tense. The team is playing tense. He then puts a pen away. That changes the game. Like, I'm not saying that Bruno is perfect. I'm not saying that Bruno cannot be replaced in time. But I'm saying these scholars who, they were man them. Yeah, no, you know what? I don't want to say it because I don't want to get KG in. But they were man them on YouTube. And you know who I'm talking about when I say this. A certain YouTuber who has a brother KG does a show with on a Friday. You can work out the name. Who was telling people that Donny van der Beek was better than Bruno. He was saying Donny van der Beek was better than Bruno.
What?
Don't go anywhere.
No way.
I might even have to do some.
Not recently though,
Not
right?
recently. When they both were at the club, he was saying that this guy's gonna replace Bruno. Now where is he now? Oh, but no, because the guy's got a decent first touch and looks aesthetically pleasing. But there's aesthetically pleasing ballers who don't do anything, who don't achieve it. It's the same thing with Sancho, a very aesthetically pleasing footballer. But when the game is tough, you do not see him. Anyway, I gotta go and fit a tap.
Do you know what? I don't even. Don't go too far, because if he pulls up, I do want you to come back on there. But anyway, go do your work. Actually, work is more important, bro. Big up yourself, man. Excellent call. Oh, jeez. Hey, Giseldo, you've got like 3 profiles in the studio right now. Is this the right one? Giseldo.
Joe, well, go on.
Well, go on, bro. Talk to me now.
Big up yourself, yard, man.
Listen, today has been quite a spicy conversation when it comes to like the Bruno situation. Yeah, how do you feel about Bruno Fernandes? Where does your hat lie? What side of the fence do you stand on with Bruno Fernandes? Because
I love Bruno, man.
Bruno. All right, cool. Listen, yesterday people are talking like it wasn't a great performance. Sorry, not a great performance. It wasn't a hat trick, obviously, because he scored 2 penalties. But do you agree, of course, that it takes a lot to score 2 penalties, actually?
Of course it does. The first one is hard enough as it is. You have to take a second one. It's even more difficult. How many times you see the top players go up there and fall? Vinny, Champions League.
It was crazy. That was crazy. When I was like this. But do you know what though? But that just goes to show you top players. But do we not call Bruno not deserve his flowers to be called a top player right now?
He is definitely 100% a top player.
I think any team would be better with Bruno Fernandes.
Any team in world football would want Bruno Fernandes.
100%. And I think people are getting a little bit like they're sleeping on Bruno because of the hate of Bruno, if you know what I mean. Because I got
it's just a Man United fan thing. We got to get a guy that we don't like, and we just got to beat the shit out of him.
Who said it earlier? Oh, it was Hulking, innit? Have we, as the fans, are we guilty as well of like being part of the problem of making the atmosphere around Manchester United just so toxic that the players don't even want to thrive in it?
Yeah, of course, because you see the difference when we go into a game with a little bit of positivity, the vibe around the club, the fans, the media, it gives the players energy.
I need to see more of this then. Like we as a fan base then. So are we bad for gassing up players then? Shouldn't we be building up our players then? When we're here and people saying stop glazing, get off your knees, stop talking about the players. Shouldn't we be building up our players?
There's a difference though. We gotta hold a balance. We gotta support the guys, but at the same time, we can't just gas them, you know.
I don't have balance, so please explain to me how we should balance this. Pav is saying no, Joe. No, Joe, what? No, Joe, what? You can't just say no, Joe. I've asked a lot of questions, Pav. No, Joe, what? I shouldn't be bigging up the players. But go on, Giselda, explain to me how we keep a balance. Giselda?
Well, for example, Dallo, we're killing Dallo right now. KG. Anyway, so last season he was player of the season. We gassed him, gave him contract, boom. Struggling this year. Left wing back, a matter of fact, not even left back. A different guy behind him or beside him or in front of him every other game. Let's take a break. Give him the rest of the season. Let's see what he's up to. And then we'll talk again next season. You know, we don't have a player that give us 2 consistent seasons besides Bruno.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I was saying that, you know what, don't you think, that when it comes to those situations of giving them new contracts and stuff like that, it's not us gassing them though. That's not us guessing them. At the end of the day, do you know what I mean?
No, it's not
The club
definitely
needs
the
to.
contract situation. It's more like he was player of the season last season. He was playing well last season as a right back. This season he's playing left wing back. Today it's Euro next to him. Tomorrow it's Mazarawi. It's it's tough, Joe. I play it. I know.
So so don't you think that? So you think Dallo doesn't deserve the contract that he's got now? Because he's not on big money.
I'm not necessarily talking about the contract. There's stupid guys up top giving out stupid contract. I'm talking about the player himself. Like one day we're killing him and the next day we're praising him. You know what I mean?
I mean, even after yesterday's performance, nobody's really giving him praise. You know, I've noticed that nobody wants to praise Dallo.
Exactly.
That's one
That's what
name
I'm
that didn't
saying.
really come out anybody's mouth today.
When you have a bad game, we kill him, and when you have a decent game, it's like
It's changed though. It's an agenda now with Dallo. People don't
exactly.
even want to praise him for his good performances.
So
Yesterday, he had a
that's what
good
we got to
game.
do. We got to drop the agendas. You know, we got to be a
That's where
little
the
more
balance comes in.
balanced.
Is that what you mean? That's where the balance
Yeah,
comes in. Yeah? Drop the agendas. Don't gas them up too much. Just praise them on their current performances.
exactly. It's the same thing with the managers. You know, they have a good season. We gas them. We're gonna win the league next season. They have a little bit of struggle. Get rid of him. Get another guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like Manchester United players are not allowed to have a bad season.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
And
shit.
all
That's it. If they
players
have a
have
bad
bad
season, just
season
shit.
are down here. And
Do
then
you
the
know what
Quenda
though?
thing, Joe.
You would say, but yeah, go on. Talk about Quenda quickly before we move on. Go on.
Yeah, and the Quenda thing. Let the Quenda thing go. He's
Really
17,
that
too
bothered about
many
it today.
kids. Too many
I'm not that
kids.
bothered about it. I don't think the fan base is that bothered about it really. Because what do we really
No,
know about
yeah.
Quenda? I think
Yeah,
it's more
well,
about
too
the
many
fact that
kids.
it's the fact that it's Chelsea undercut. Well, just getting in there before us, you know, offering a little bit more, whatever it is. I don't even know what the exact deal is how they've got this
Yeah,
across
I
the line.
know Man United was preparing to buy him. I don't know if they made an offer, but let the Quenda thing go because there's a lot of wing back out there. We got to just see what these experts can do this summer.
We've got good scouts apparently, you know, and I
Yep,
like what they've been scouting out recently. So you know what, long may it continue, innit? It's not like we're not happy with the most recent signings. Yeah,
exactly,
Dorgu's doing
exactly.
well.
So let
Yeah,
let, let, let them cook.
Xerxes starting to come into form. So you know, let them do their thing. Let them do
Yeah,
their
let them
thing.
cook.
Zeldo. Hey, do you know what? Stay here. Do you know what? They might as well just do this then. I'm gonna bring in the rest of the people then. Yo, people then. Yo, people then. Yeah, and anybody else that wants to jump in. Yeah, here we go. I'll drop that one more time. So let me ask you this question. After yesterday's performance, guys, do you think that this is now a springboard for us to do better moving forward? Actually, before we ask that question, Pav, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Manager's performance yesterday. How do you feel about it?
For the single game for yesterday, yeah, it was good because obviously we went 1-0 down. Obviously the players at half time, whatever they said in the dressing room, come out and played better, and they didn't capitulate like we've seen previously throughout the games in the Premier League, even Europe, to be fair. But for yesterday's game, yeah, it was a good job, innit? Subs were pretty decent. I don't agree with Rasmus playing, but um, that's the only thing I can say. I don't think he should be picking Rasmus at all.
Yeah, but what would you give him as like a rating for yesterday? What would your rating be for yesterday?
An 8.
An 8, okay. So does that give you confidence going into next season then? Because I know how you feel about the manager.
Nope. I've still told you I do not like what I've seen this season so far. The only thing that saves this case if he wins the Europa League. Someone's got some mad background noise. Who's got that
Well,
background noise?
yeah, who's doing that? It's not Disoldo. You stop now. I think it was Disoldo. All right, cool.
Yeah, but
Like, okay.
I've got a dip anyway. So I was going to say, like I said,
Take one of
the
these
only thing
out.
that saves this case is the Europa League. Other than that, if we finish trophyless, sitting in the position we're sitting in the Premier League, it's been an absolutely failure of a signing for this manager because he has literally done nothing to propel us in a different direction to what Ten Hag left us in.
I don't know about that, man. It's
No,
gonna
I'll be
take
honest. That's
time.
how I feel in it because
Let me give you
when
this
when he come in, I was expecting
completely
better.
different.
I was expecting better than what I've seen. Considering that other managers who have been sacked and the new managers they've hired have all got a bit of a tune out of them, we're clearly effed up in the Premier League. There's no hope of saving anything in the Premier League. So this is it: Europa League or bust.
Come on, man. Even after the go on, Joe. Go on, Joe.
I was going to say, bro. I think it's a bit harsh in the position that we sit at. That your expectations are so high. Like when you say Chin, what did you expect Amorim to do with these players to get us in the top 4?
Bro, I never said top 4. We should never be in the position we're in. You brought in a manager, right? Because the previous manager you kept was doing such a bad job, but the manager who's come in has failed to actually improve the team in the league and has taken us down further with these players. Like you barely improved majority of these players. Some of them are doing all right now. You've got you got some injuries and that, but I expected better. But like I said, if they keep him, I'm not going to call for his head because we're financially in a mess anyway. So if they keep him, cool. If they don't keep him, cool. Just get another manager in. I've said this many times before. It's documented. He was never in my top 5 to come in when Ten Hag got sacked. So that's why I don't have an attachment to him. And the people do have an attachment to him. It's the same shit as I was hearing about the Ten Hag stuff. This is why, like, sometimes it's just like I don't see the blind backing to people who are at this club who could be easily replaced. It makes no sense to me, especially when you've shown nothing since you've been there. So yeah, like I said, the football's like slightly improved, but it's not majorly improved, isn't it? I don't know, like if like I said, if he stays, he stays. If he don't, he don't. I do not care. Go win the Europa League.
Joe, let me give someone a chance to reply to that. Yo, Joe, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go on, bro.
Do you think that you said that those comments from Pav were a little bit harsh just now? Yeah. So, in terms of next season, the performances from yesterday and this season, Pav just said that he does not feel any ounce of confidence going into next season from last night's performance. What say you?
I think there's stuff there to be done. Obviously, there's a lot to work on. Obviously, I'm not happy. Well, nobody's happy with how the season's turned out. We all expected there to be more, but I don't think we really knew what the problems were, how bad we were financially, how just the whole setup, just the whole planning behind bringing this manager in, having no players. The player that he wanted, Quenda, we can't. It's gone now, isn't it? We can't even get him. So it's one to watch.
Are you that bothered about the Quenda situation, though? Really?
Yeah and no, because it would have been nice to have him, but mate, players, you know what? Since Cristiano Ronaldo, like I'm old school '90s. Yeah, I'm trying to say, like I was one of those ones that we had Cristiano Ronaldo. I didn't want him to go. When I saw him leave, and I saw like obviously what Ferguson did with the next players and all of that, then I just thought, you know what? This whole player situation, players come and go, man. Do you know what I mean? There's always going to be. Maybe it's not going to be a like for like player. Maybe it might be a set of 3 players to replace that one.
Yeah, that's what always usually happens. To be fair, you've got to experiment until you find the one in it. Because it's like when we lost Beckham.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. When we lost Beckham,
when we lost Ronaldo. You get me? Yeah. It's all part of the process until you find that one, and that's why I was really upset when I listened to people speak about last year's signings, because like you ain't gonna get every signing right.
Yeah.
But now most of them are coming to fruition. Do you know what I mean? Most of them are coming into form, however you want to call it.
It's just patience, man. People just got to have a little bit more patience, like, and just look at small milestones rather than looking at straight away impact. If that makes sense. Like, yo, players have come from different leagues to come to the Premier League. We all know the Premier League it's bloody physical, mate. Like it's crazy. Like it's fast paced, it's physical. Some players have to adapt, and some players it's going to take them time to do.
Yeah, but the problem is that Manchester United right now, as a fan base, as a spectator myself of Manchester United, let's face it, there's things that we want right now, and there's things that we question every single day. Like when we heard that we was getting Xerxes, we watched the comps, we watched the clips, we knew his age, and we went, why?
Yeah.
So we was
why?
Because we was like, we need a proven striker, is what we were saying. Yeah. And we already had a young striker in Højlund. Yeah. But now we know that Xerxes offers something completely different to Højlund. And I get that, but we still wanted proven striker to this point where we're still asking for a proven striker. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and the thing that's a bit nuts about it as well is those two profile strikers are completely different in terms of their style of play. So it just makes me think that the planning is nuts. We don't know what we're actually buying. We're just going to buy.
I don't know. Maybe not. Because the profile of player might have been bought for the previous regime, and just now Amorim's figuring out how to use it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So once again, sins of the past and all that kind of stuff, innit? Who knows? But Halkin, what do you think? Halkin? Okay. Doctor?
Yeah. Can you ask the question again? Because I feel like I want to answer it right.
Okay. Well, we were just basically talking about how. Oops, sorry, shame. Sorry, my phone's going off. Do you know what? Yeah, when we go through this whole situation of our team, we're asking why was people bought in? You know, like the likes of Xerxes.
Oh yeah.
And things like that. But looking at it now, don't you think that the planning, I mean, Joe Laffoy was saying the planning weren't done right. You know, we've bought players here and there. It's not been bought right. But for me, I think some of it was bought for the previous regime, and Amorim's just basically starting to figure it out now.
Yeah. I mean, Amorim is clearly working with what he's got. He's doing the best he can with what he's got. So that's why I'm thinking like in the summer he'll probably get who he wants, you know. And I'm not mad that Quenda is going to Chelsea. I mean, obviously maybe Amorim has like 5 players under that he probably see that Quenda is going to Chelsea. He probably has 4 other like plan Bs and Cs on the list that he can work with. So he can do what he wants. Like clearly in the interview, Jim Ratcliffe clearly said, "Oh, keeping Ten Hag was probably the wrong idea. He should have probably fired him and worked with Ruud van Nistelrooy for the rest of the season. Maybe that would have been a better way to go. But you know what? We can't cry over spilled milk. It's happened.
At the end of the day, look, we have to be a club that's able to move on as well. We can't be the club that's, oh my God, that was our only option.
No, there's other options.
There should be at least 3 or 4 options ready, like good options as well, if you know what I mean. Not a step down, not a huge step down from the option that we was already looking at. That's what we need to be like, a club. And
also, I just want to put...
reject us. Go on, sorry.
I also just want to put it out there. I know we want instant like gratification. I won't be mad we win the Europa League, but we also have to have patience. I get it. The past 10 years has been horrendous. We've gone from winning the league every single year to being like a cup team. We have to patiently wait to get back to winning ways, you know. So yeah, just be patient. And I know it's hard. We're not going to be happy half of the time, but we're going to have to do what we can with what we have. So, yeah.
So, with this being said, actually, no, I'm not even going to ask that question because I know what the situation is around Mason Mount. I'm not even going to talk about Mount today. Look,
he don't
Josh,
exist, bro.
The show wrap up. Say that again.
Mason Mount don't exist.
Bro, he's here. He's back, fam. What do you mean he don't exist? And he better exist. He's wearing the number 7. And you know what? I don't care.
Bro. Who cares? Who cares? They ain't contribute nothing.
But watch what happens. I bet Amorim uses him straight away.
Yeah, he replaced Garnacho. I see what's gonna happen. He's gonna replace Garnacho. That's what's gonna happen. But anyway, yeah, well, go on.
Well, go on. Talk to me. Hey, you came after what's his name left. Why were you running? Why did you not come back?
I wasn't running. This is gonna be quick. This is gonna be a quick thing for me. But anyway, I'm gonna say this: Quenda is not big news. Why are we fussing and going mad about a 17-year-old? This fan base gets kinky over some mad things, bro. Kinky over some young youth products. It's mad. Stop it, bro.
You say what?
I can't. The fan base going mad over youth products. It's mad. He's easily replaceable. Easily replaceable.
Everybody that we've been buying has been youth products. Let's just be honest, yeah. And the youth products that we've been buying have been more impressive than our senior products.
Yeah, but it has to be a mixture. My thing is this: he's easily replaceable. It's not big news. Chelsea just hoard talent. I don't care. He can go to Chelsea. You can go to Chelsea.
I know what you're saying. But it's kind of big news in the terms of Chelsea snatched one off us, isn't it? Yeah.
Do you know why I don't believe that? Because he wouldn't be able to play for us until 2026. So I don't think he's really in for him like that. This is just paper talk, and I don't care. We can get better. We can get better than him anyway.
It was Amorim's first choice. You don't think he was in for him, really in for him like that? When you
know why? Do you know why? Because it's not. It's club signings now. It's not Amorim signings. It's club signings. Barada's already said it. How many times?
If he's a
profile over name.
You think his profile over name? That's a profile that would fit though. But
there's another profile just like him. You don't. There's Fring Pong. There's others, man.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world.
True. Real talk. I agree with that. It's look. At the end of the day, I did say this already. I don't want. It's not like I'm that fussed about it, but it does bun me when Chelsea take our first choice, bro. It does.
But Chelsea not making use of their signings. That's why I don't care, because Chelsea does all talent, and then everyone starts saying they're crap after 6 months. So Chelsea go and ruin another talent. Don't bother me. So yeah.
Why? Wait, what? Hey, they're telling me to ask you, how much Brian Robson games have you watched?
What? Brian Robson, I watched the season of him near the end of his career. What's your point? What's their point? He won the league. What's the point? What's the point? Oh, boy, these Bruno fans. Anyway, yeah, it's cool.
Yes, hey, Josh, Mr. Grealish. They're calling Cap. But Grealish, listen, talk to me, fam. How do you feel? How do you feel about these players? I know what you came here to talk about. Be careful you don't summon the name. Be careful you don't summon the name. Go on, talk your talk, though.
I'm not going to talk about all of those. I'm just going to say I knew about these players, bro. And I knew that these players were going to come good. They just needed time, right? But I'll say this, yeah. I kind of agree with Wrap Up. I thought a lot of people were making noise about this whole thing. I put it in the group chat as well. Frimpong is the type of right wing back. We need experience, right? So because we can't be starting below next season, and even if we do, this guy needs to be a rotating option for us. Number one. And number two, we need to be looking at 10s, because we can't be starting Garnacho on the right next season.
Facts.
So we need a 10 for that for both those places. And even though I think I can make an argument that Zaxi has that place on lock now, even though he's not a 10 though.
So quick one about that, the 10 situation. I thought Amorim liked to always play with 1 10 and 1 winger.
In the 10, well, we don't know, innit?
In the 10 position.
We're finding about him now, bro. You never know. Like you said, he's adapting and he's learning about the Premier League. So you never know. He might change that in the future, innit? He's adapted so much things, put so much different players into different positions. We'll see how it goes going forward, innit?
The Quenda deal would have the thing about Quenda is he would have been as a right wing back for us. So at least we know the type of blueprint Amorim is working with, right? So what we need is actually the 2 10s. He might not even replace Xerxes, but we need a 10 on that right. We need a profile like Frimpong. If we lose out on the battle and we can't sign him, then maybe we get another player. I don't know who's going to be. Are they looking at players in the Prem? Maybe, yeah, but a striker, an experienced striker, bro, is what we really need. I don't know how we're
Yeah,
gonna do it, but that's the one.
we need
That's
we
the
need
one.
chaos for a striker. Someone that's just gonna just body these someone that's gonna body these defenders, like give them problems.
And you know one more thing,
But
though.
Mateta's supposed to be coming in.
Say again?
Just one more
Mateta's
thing
supposed to be the one they're going for.
yeah.
No, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Mateta talk.
That's our level.
That's the level. Bro.
That's the level right now, unfortunately.
We can do
Money's
better
tight,
than
innit?
that. We can do better than that.
Have you not heard? That is what we're going after, bro.
No.
Unfortunately, that's what
I think we need
Prem
a right
proven.
wing back and
I
a
rebuke that.
striker
I
would be
rebuke
good.
that, bro. I rebuke
What
that.
we also need is someone.
Anthony, welcome Anthony Villa to the show, people. What would you say in there, Anthony?
For me, bro, I just think we need a right wing back and a striker. They're the main two positions at the moment for me. And I think the team will move forward progressively from there, and you can work with that. But next year, right wing back and a striker. If we got someone up front finishing chances, and we have a right wing back who plays like Dargu, massive improvement just alone.
Have you forgot about Onana? Have you forgot about Onana?
Yeah, I feel like we need a number one, and this is coming from somebody who loves Onana.
I would just keep him next year. I would
Are you
keep him.
finished with Onana? So you
keep
finished with
him.
Onana now?
Listen, I said this yesterday on Butts' channel, and I'm gonna say this here. I feel like we need a number one. Onana can be the backup along with Bayern Deer, because but we need a proper number one too. So yeah.
That's not happening.
I didn't say Heaton's name. Tom Heaton is going in June. His contract is ended.
I'll say this though.
No. I'm running the clip now. Everybody, hold on 1 second. No. Because of your hate for Tom, I'm playing this clip now. Yeah, this is what you've been accused of. Yeah? This is what you're gonna go to.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The name would be called. I'm telling you, the name is going to be amazing. You would love it. It's going to be called Holy Trinity Arena.
Holy Trinity.
Do you know what? I understand the Trinity part, yeah. You know, Dennis Law, Callum Best, and what's his name? Oh my god, the guy who just passed away. You people know who I'm talking about.
A doctor.
Callum Best! Did she say Callum Best?
I don't know what to say.
Callum Best! Din settings, bro. Callum Best, are you mad?
Bro.
I'm just looking at what's his face again. It's hilarious.
You think you're not going to court?
I'm disappointed.
Oh my god,
That's
Doctor!
mad.
You're just in case we're one more time.
The name would be called. I'm telling you, the name is going to be amazing. You would love it. It's going to be called Holy Trinity Arena.
Holy Trinity.
Do you know what? I understand the Trinity part, yeah. You know, Dennis Law, Callum Best, and what's his name? Oh my god, the guy who just passed away. You people know who I'm talking about.
A doctor.
I think this is the worst.
Undercover Arsenal fan here, bro.
Do you know what?
Callum Best.
Wow.
You know what's mad? Yeah.
Wow.
That's disrespectful on so many levels.
Son actually called Callum Best.
Yeah, bro. He never played for Man United.
He never played for Man United, though. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Straight to court, save the clip, straight to court, run the charges, bro.
Straight to court, bro.
I think you've got to go to the will. Why is it?
No, because apparently we're following the judicial system now. Yeah, we're following it because we cannot have these. We cannot have these runaway. What's it called when you?
Can I just ask Doctor, by the way?
We have to go to court.
I mean,
I don't want to be that
just so you know,
I don't want to be that guy, but do you know? Do you remember the name now?
Sir Bobby Charlton.
What?
That's the name I was forgetting.
What's the
That's the name I did not mention. And George Best. Instead of saying George Best, I said Callum Best, who's just so happens to be George Best's son, and I forgot Sir Bobby Charlton. Is that me?
No, but how do you know George Best is
That was a howler. Don't try that. That was a howler. You know it was a howler.
Big
brother. You know what? I'm reading these super chats and I'm getting out. You know, again. And V33
I'm
says,
not getting passionate about a male model.
I'm trying to read the super chats, man. People paying good money for this. Joe, I cursed Chelsea to relegation. Common club. And then Giseldo said, Joe, too many kids. What the hell does that mean? I've got 2 kids, bro. Oh, too many kids in the club. Okay, all right then. You know what? On that note, though, Doctor, you know I'm playing that again, though, isn't it? Yeah, this is how we're ending the show.
The name would be called. I'm telling you, the name is going to be amazing. You would love it. It's going to be called Holy Trinity Arena.
Holy Trinity.
Do you know what? I understand the Trinity part, yeah. You know, Dennis Law, Callum Best, and what's his name? Oh my God, the guy who just passed away. Hey. You people know who I'm talking about.
A doctor?
Doctor?
Hello?
You in trouble. You in trouble. That's all I'm going to say. You in trouble. All right. On that note, guys, hey, listen, please make sure you smash a like on the video and look up for straight after this show. There is going to be KG's apology to Xerxes. Make sure you check that out straight away after the show. I have been Joe Blackman. My channel's Backhand Entertainment. Go check out some things on there. Also, make sure you smash a like on this video and subscribe if you're new, guys. It's been a great show. I'll catch you next. You know what? Hey, shout out to Uncle. By the way, movements have been made.
That's not Jabo. That's not Jabo. That's not Lule. That's not Jabo. That's not Jabo. That's not Lule. Jabo, 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 Lule, 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 Jabo, 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 Lule, Lule, Lule. That's not Jabo. Monty Jabo. That's not Jabo. Monty Jabo. That's not Lule. That's not Jabo. That's not Jabo. That's not Lule. Mama Lule Loni Seo. That's not Jabo. Monty Jabo. That's not Jabo. Mama Jabo Loni.
Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky that.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb,
Going on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.